Peace, wholeness, love, and light. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. I am Nudiamonds. I hope everyone out there is doing well. I'm here to talk about this energy, okay? We're gonna wait for the Soul Tribe to come up in here. And yeah, we're gonna tap into what's going on, what to expect, how tribe is feeling, because we aren't even at the peak of it. We're just starting to feel it. Okay, so again, I hope everyone out there is doing well. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Shout out to the members. I love y'all dearly. And I could not wait to go live. I'm like, yo, I got to tap in with the tribe. Peace, 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 peace. Shout out to the tribe. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for rocking with me. All right. We're in the midst of some very interesting energies. Okay. I'm not gonna jump in yet. I'm gonna wait for the tribe to get in here because y'all know how I do. I be so quick and so ready to pounce on the energy. But it's a buildup, it's a lot, and we're gonna go over it. And I'm gonna do my best to prepare you guys for these beautiful energies that are taking place right now. Okay. Peace, peace, memory, peace, godly individual, peace, be wolf. Shout out to you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. And yeah, so I'm gonna light my Palo Santo, get some good vibes going up in here. And yeah, we're gonna discuss a few things. There's a few things we have to discuss, you guys. Okay. For the most part, peace, peace queen, peace goddesses, peace kings, peace emperors. Okay. Yeah, we on like that last leg, last end of the race. Something is most definitely shifting in the ethers. Something is most definitely um shifting in the cosmos. And I don't know if you guys can feel it, okay? How's tribe feeling? How y'all feeling today? How's tribe feeling? Peace. Peace, y'all. You said I'm feeling great. Good. Great. Good. Lewis said I'm feeling great. Queen Lena says she's feeling great. Beautiful. I'm feeling good. Um, Grateful. Yes. You know, gratitude is the best attitude. Peaceful. Golden Art said I'm feeling grateful. Kimberly said, I'm feeling peaceful. Good, good. I'm so happy y'all feeling good, right? I feel like that's the energy we should. Fierce said, I'm feeling lit, huh? That fire, feeling lit like a fire. Okay, yeah. How's the tribe feeling? I'm feeling really good, feeling very renewed, feeling very refreshed, feeling very regal, feeling very calm, cool, collected. I feel at peace. Sean said, I'm feeling fantastic. Good. Yeah, it's like this. Yeah, are y'all feeling this energy? It feels very calm, very renewed, very clear. Like if you tune out the noise of the world, how do you feel? Right. And I feel like that's why Spirit has been calling a lot of us to get in tune with being still, being in sacred solitude, being isolated for chaotic times like this. And not to say that we're not compassionate, not to say that we don't um show love and compassion to those who are going through things at this time. Yes, a lot of chaos going on, right? And we send love and light to those who are experiencing a rough time. But when you get really centered in yourself, when you get, and not from an egotistical point, when you get centered in your own energy, you should feel good. You should feel clear. You should feel peace, very grateful. You should be able to hear your own thoughts. You should be able to hear yourself, feel yourself, see yourself, right? And it is this very much so like peaceful energy here. I'm really loving it. Y'all know me. Y'all know I stay with some tea. Okay. But this is also like the calm before the storm, right? There has been a lot of solar activity. There's been a lot of cosmic activity. There's been a lot of astrological activity, a lot of earth grid activity, right? We had a series of earthquakes out here in the Bay Area. And I feel like that's what's happening. Things are getting shook up. And it's very interesting because I noticed patterns, right? Yes, CMEs, we gonna get into it. I hope you read the details because we about to get into it. Okay. And this ain't something your girl did because it's trendy. I've been talking about the sun, but I'm not gonna get in my ego today about it. Okay. But this this energy is all about getting in tune with yourself because there's something big that is coming to shake things up. Okay. Going back to what I was talking about the patterns, I noticed patterns in the earthquakes. Okay. I noticed a few years ago, they would always come in the afternoon, later at night, they would be pretty big, right? It's kind of like when everybody got comfortable after working throughout their day, right? They would come. Then it was this period of time where they would come 3 a.m., 2 a.m., right? That was a couple years ago. They would come in the morning, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., like wake your ass up. These series of earthquakes that we have been having lately have been coming at 7 a.m. on the dot, like 7 a.m., 7 a.m. And I'm like, I've been seeing a lot of 707. That number has been very prominent. Okay. Um, there's been a lot of activity going on with the weather, period. Right. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. You said it was -2 degrees. Yeah. Yeah. And now it's hot, right? The grid is shifting, the weather is shifting, everything is shifting, right? We're coming up out of that deepest, darkest winter time, right? But we're still in winter. So it's this crossover that the sun is doing. It's this crossover that we are doing. It's this crossover that Earth is doing. The galaxy is doing, right? The people on the earth, shout out Pray 7, the people on the earth are doing, right? We're watching this shift happen. It is a generational thing, it is a local thing, it's a people thing, it's an earthling thing, it's an alien thing, it's a cosmic thing, it's a universal thing, right? Shout out to Praise 7 for the super chat, sending you all of that love and light. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for people in the soul chat. Okay, in the soul tribe. Okay, I said soul chat. Okay, holla if you hear me. Thank you so much, Praise 7. Peace to the tribe, right? Seeing a lot of 888s and a lot of 777s. It's a lot of divine things that are taking place. Okay. And this goes beyond the government. This goes beyond, this is karmic retribution. Do y'all hear that bird? I'm going to talk about 707 and Vallejo in a minute. I have these notes that I wrote about 2 months ago, and it was about 707 in Levi. Okay. You hear the bird. All right. As soon as I start. And that wasn't no average bird. What the hell kind of bird was that? Ew, ew, ew. What? Do y'all hear the birds? As soon as I go live, I ain't heard these birds in a while. Okay. Divine messages. Yeah, we about to get into it. We about to deep dive. Okay. This gonna be one of them ones, okay? But this is about ancestral remembrance. Everything is being reactivated, everything is being remembered, everything is being restored. And this goes back to your lineage, this goes back to your DNA, this goes back to ancient ancestors. There's a lot of things that are transpiring, and the power is giving back to the people. Okay. So this is where we stop giving the power to things outside of us. This is what winter season hibernation is all about for those who aren't in tune with who they are, their power, self love, self worth, discernment, gifts. This is where you get in tune with that, because there's going to be a series of events that start to happen. Okay. We've already been talking about, shout out to the Soul Tribe. If you guys have been watching my videos, we discussed a lot of these things that are happening. Okay. So I've been saying it. A lot of other people been saying it. Y'all already know. Y'all do y'all work. Y'all get y'all intuitive downloads. Y'all already know what time it is. We in those times. Okay. So there has been a domino effect of everything when it comes to things that are being revealed. And there's nothing new under the sun. Okay. There is only energy that is reciprocated and transferred and transformed. And I say that because we just had one of the biggest solar flares of this cycle. Okay, we had an X8 on 2-2. Okay, it wasn't Earth facing, but we got a good part of that solar flare that hit us, that we're going to be feeling the effects. I want to say we probably already feeling it right now. That's why I love to ask y'all how y'all feeling. Okay. Who couldn't sleep last night? Who hasn't been able to sleep? Raise your hand. Raise your hand in the chat. Drop some hands in the chat if you have not been able to sleep, if your appetite has been thrown off, if you've been craving certain things, if your dreams have been everywhere, if you've been feeling tired, if you've been feeling energetic, if you've been lacking creativity, if you've been feeling super creative, if you haven't been feeling inspired, if you've been feeling super charged up, you don't know what to do with this energy, right? You've been feeling a call to detox, to release certain things, to put the phone down, right? Let me read a little more. Let me write a little bit more. Okay, you said my sleep was so. Gabby said my sleep was so messed up last night. Girl, I was in my whole feelings about being woke up at 3:33. Okay. I'm like, dang, spirit, you know I'm tired. Why we always gotta do this at 3:33? I feel like the side chick or something. I feel like the booty call. Like, damn, spirit always want to call me up at 3:33, 2:32 in the middle of the night while I'm trying to sleep. And you know I'm gonna answer the and you know we're gonna answer the call. Okay. Every time, hello, I'm half asleep. Yeah, what's up? We got some things we need to talk. Okay. What's up? What's happening? Okay. Who's been feeling the energetic shifts within their body? Who's been feeling pressure within their muscles, muscle aches, feeling sore, brain pressure, eye pressure? My eyes have been twitching. I've been feeling like crazy. Like I'm like, okay, let's who talking about me? Who talking about me? Like, what's going on? Right? The eyes have been twitching, the tingles in the brain, right? Feeling itchy. I've been feeling super itchy, right? I ain't had nothing I'm allergic to. I ain't been rolling around in no grass. I've been eating cool, feeling super itchy, right? Ears ringing. My ears are ringing right now. Y'all, all I see is hands in the chat. Okay. We're all feeling the symptoms right now. What are some other symptoms that y'all are feeling? Okay. I know my ears have been ringing. My body, I've been feeling itchy, can't sleep. Um, thoughts. Oh my goodness, you guys, the thoughts. Normally I'm able to quiet my mind. It's been like I'm like, how do I shut this brain off? How do I shut the brain off? And it ain't never been as hard to shut it off. What is going on? Right? You said body aches, chills, feeling butterflies in my stomach. That's a good one. Right? Yeah, heart palpitations. My heart has been palpitating and it's been a weird, it's not a normal like boom, boom, like I feel the heart. It's like you said, it feels like butterflies in the heart, butterflies in the stomach, like when your stomach drop. You said yes, the eye twitches. You said I've been thinking some things moving in my personal view. Okay. We are all feeling the symptoms energetically of the shift. Our body is integrating these shifts, and we all integrate these shifts in different ways. Okay. So you said seeing colors. Yeah, the vision, the first eye. You said the orbs. Okay, spirit guides, angels, angels of light, ancestors. Yes, yes, because those solar flares that go off are source codes, right? Source light, divine light, ancestral message that comes to us energetically, that upgrades us energetically. Okay. So we're going to be seeing, you said I've been seeing a lot of X's and O's. You know that X is all about that divine feminine energy. The O is all about the reset, right? Going within the zero, the nothing, the everything, right? Hugs and kisses, right? We got a whole lot of Valentine's Day energy coming up. So this is where you really get in tune with yourself. You go within and you release certain things as well. And with that X's and O's, I'm talking about X flares. Okay. We just had a huge X flare, and it wasn't just one X flare. The sun has been going off like I've never seen before with 144 on the clock, 444, right? And this is where you really get in tune with what it is that you're feeling, what it is that you're seeing, what it is that you truly want and that you truly desire, because everything that we want is about to manifest. Okay. Now, y'all probably saying, oh, we didn't heard it all before. Oh, the law of attraction and manifestation and get what I desire and how to become. No, you guys, this is karmic retribution. This is ancestral inheritance. And we're watching it play out on a global scale right now. Okay. Why do I say that? And, no tea, no shade to nobody. But I'm just going to make these 2 points and I'm off of this topic for right now. For years, for centuries, for eons, we have known as the so-called African American, so-called Black race has been um, seen as less than a human in the eyes of the Caucasian, right? On every part of this globe, right? We have been, we have so much negative and horrible history with the Caucasians, the Europeans, the colonizers, that it's all over history, right? It's embedded in a lot of people's subconscious mind, from generations, from eons, from lifetimes, from past lives, right? History says so, right? The ancestor says so, right? And we're watching as things be reversed, right? With this whole ICE situation, right? And not to make light, not to, say, woe is me, it's y'all turn now. None of that. I'm very sensitive to people who are going through certain things. But spirit told me to step outside of my emotions and look at the bigger picture. What is happening? Well, things that we have experienced for years and years and years, now we're seeing the flip, right? Normally it will be African Americans, so-called African Americans. Thank you so much for the super chat, the balanced seconds. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sending you all of that love and light right back. I appreciate you and I value you. Okay. And I give gratitude for that. Okay. But like I said, for years upon years, we've seen that torture be done to us, and now it's being done to another race. Okay. And I was like, wow, that's one flip. Now, to break it down on another level, which I hate to break it down to, but this is downloads that I get from spirit. And spirit was like, and not only were the so-called Black people and the so-called African Americans, the Moors, the Indians, the natives, right? We have so many names, the indigenous, for ourselves that were here. Not only were we tortured, not only were we abused, not only were we seen as less of, it was also the children. It was also the children, right? The slave owners, the ones that were slaves, because that's a narrative that they push. We weren't all slaves. Hell, some of us back in the day had white slaves, but they don't want to talk about that part of the history. Okay. But I'm trying to make a point and I'm going to get to it so I can get to the other stuff that I want to tell y'all today. But I'm just trying to show y'all to look at things from a different perspective when these things are happening. Okay. But this goes back to the children as well. There were slave owners that were abusing children, Caucasian, abusing the so-called Blacks. We know this, right? This is history, right? So now when these files come out, we're seeing a lot of abuse, right? And I don't condone none of that, right? I don't approve of none of that, but spirit just really wanted me to make that a point. This is karmic retribution. This is ancestral. This goes back to how they came in on us. How did they started doing things with us? Well, they started with our children. They started with us. They tortured us. They kidnapped us. They killed. Not saying that it stopped. This ain't the end all be all, but what is happening is the pole is shifting. Thank you so much, Etheric Ether, for the generous super chat. I appreciate you so much. Sending you that back tenfold. Okay. Gratitude, 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 gratitude to y'all. Okay. But I'm just like, wow, this is the beginning. This is the beginning. This is the beginning. Why? Because those things have to be out on display first before any other thing can be implemented, before any other thing can be done, right? We were humiliated, right? When we take it back to what am I seeing? The black, not black, is that Black Wall Street? Yeah, Black Wall Street, where they had the slaves being sold, right? They used to sell the slaves for auction and all these different other things. And they're I hate to break it down to this point, but it's a point I'm trying to make, y'all. We're watching. It's not a sense of history repeating itself. Is that karma, that's called karma, right? That's do unto others as you want done to you, right? And not saying that I wish that upon no one. No one deserves that. But when we, like you said, history repeating itself, when we go back into history, these are things that our people suffered. These are things that certain generations, certain people had to witness, had to experience, had to go through, right? Speaking from our point of view, right? And we in Black History, so-called Black History Month, which, shout out to Red Pill. He calls it Afrofuturistic Month, right? Because they love to keep us stuck in one spot. They love to take us back and hold us back in that, this is what happened. You were slaves, you were beat, you can't be nothing more, right? That's all you came from. That's all you ever gonna be, right? But like I said, a lot of us, we didn't come from that story, right? A lot of our ancestors owned land. They owned houses. They were big ballers, right? And these were towns that, if your lineage and if your grandparents, great greats were intelligent, right? They were able to pass that down. They were able to still keep up with that and pass it down for the legacy, for the generation, right? And if they were able to, without being infiltrated, keep that up. Because as we know, like I said, we weren't always looked down upon, right? There were towns that were Black owned. There were towns that were built by so-called African Americans, so-called Black people. And we all know that a lot of these towns were bombed. A lot of these towns were drowned out. A lot of these towns were flooded, right? There was a lot of things that happened to make sure that, we were kept at the bottom of the totem pole. Okay. So now there has to be this purge of this energy that comes in before we're truly able to take off, and we're watching it happen before our eyes. Okay. So, yes, it is sad. Yep. Thank you, y'all. Yolanda, Black Wall Street was Tesla. Okay. And the first time that ever US dropped bombs on our own land. Okay. They didn't do that to other communities, right? And this is still happening right now, right? And they don't have to literally physically drop bombs, right? If you go to the urban hood, right, there is poison on every corner. Poison for your mind and poison for your body, right? On every corner of the hood, no matter where you go, right? So that is the bomb. Illuminati want my mind, soul, and body. Long as they got your mind, they already They got you, right? The head of the snake, right? The mind controls the body. So once they implement that, then these other things just tend to fall into place, right? So now there is this beautiful conscious awakening that is happening within us, within the conscious collective, within the spiritual collective. And we are emitting our light. We are radiating our light. We are radiating our minds. We are elevating our consciousness. We are magnetizing and electrifying our energy and our auras, which sends out frequency waves into the ether, into the cosmos, into the sun, into the water, right? And we are controlling the weather just as much as they are, right? We are in control of things just as much as they portray to, right? We can't give all the power to the so-called white man, right? We hold power as well. And when we fight this war that we're in, this Cold War, because I've been saying that for a very long time, we in the midst of a Cold War. I don't care what nobody say. We are already in World War. It's already here. They just haven't announced it. And why would they announce it? They're not going to, right? I talk about this all the time. Okay. So with that, this war that we're fighting is more so spiritual. You have to be in tune with your spirit. We're not fighting it the same way that we did before. We're fighting it differently. And that is true victory when you're able to vibrate out of your body and get in tune with the spirit, get in tune with source, get in tune with your higher self and your light. And you tap into that frequency and that flow, and you don't let anything outside of that affect you. And since a lot of us have been able to do that, we are activating the sun. We are the global warming, right? Because that spark, that fire, that desire is lit from within us. And we are emitting frequencies. We are emitting light waves. We are emitting so much source energy, so much carbon, so much melanin that we're activating everything around us, AKA stand 6 feet apart, right? If you catch my drift, right? Because your energy, your aura too lit, you too popping, and we don't need you activating more people, right? So with this energy, with this consciousness, with us activating ourselves, with us remembering who we are, healing ourselves, tapping into our worth, loving ourselves, we are calling for something higher to respond to us, aka the sun. And the sun is doing exactly that. The sun is conscious. The sun is conscious. It gives us so much life, right? And not just, I can't be self-centered when I say it gives us life. It gives the whole universe light, power, energy, heat, comfort, right? And it's funny, when we in the winter, we never really realize how much we value the sun, right? Oh, it's a snowstorm. Oh, it's cold. It's cold as hell. Wish it would. Right. Oh, things gonna heat up? I hate how cold it is. Yeah, we value the sun. The sun is a vital celestial object that is very much so necessary, and it hears us, it feels us, it sees us. The sun is recording everything, right? That's why people say it's nothing new under the sun. Yeah, because the sun witnessed it all. The sun never sleeps. The universe never sleeps. So the sun is activating. The sun is awake. It's waking up. And it's sending out light codes. It's sending out frequencies of remembrance. Remember who you are. Heal yourself. Purge. More exposure. right? It's exposing those files, it's glitching the system, it's shutting down old systems, it's shutting down old programming and activating new ones. It's illuminating certain things of the past that may have went under radar, right? And it's bringing things that were hidden in the dark to the light, right? Also, melting those ice caps, right? To expose certain things that were frozen, right? Old thoughts, old memories, old codes, old information, old DNA, right? That was stored within the water, right? Within the codes, within the land, within the people. Yeah, it's time to wake up. We need to get that water moving, those memories moving, that frequency moving, that currency moving, right? The current that is in the sea, currency moving again, right? So once these things begin to get moving and get activated, we become more vibrant. Those dormant things are activated, right? As we integrate these shifts, as we integrate these waves that are coming in, that are pouring in right now. It's supposed to be winter, but it's hot, it's warming up, right? It was supposed to be a snowstorm. Oh, it's going to be the biggest snowstorm ever. Because who said so? Who told you that? Oh, yeah, and we believe everything they tell us, right? Okay. That's why discernment is key. Discernment is key. Okay. So you get in tune with what your spirit, your ancestors, your higher self, yourself, your Ori, your mind, your heart, your body, your spirit is telling you, not what other people, not what other things, not what outside things are telling you. Okay. And get in tune with the earth. The earth is a conduit of this energy and is holding a newer frequency, a more highly charged frequency at this time due to all of the sun rays, the sunlight, the solar flares, the CMEs, the cosmic rays that are pouring in right now. Because whether you're aware of it or not, we're leaving out of a huge portal. I'm not sure if a lot of people know that or can feel it, but every time we go into the winter solstice, we enter in a portal, and it's a cosmic portal of the south gate. Okay. So this is where we're in alignment with Sagittarius A, aka the black hole, aka the center of our galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy. And a lot of information, it's like a ultraviolet light rays, cosmic rays that shoot out from the middle of the Milky Way galaxy, and they're able to pour into Earth undetected. Okay. Just like radiation. Okay. There's some radiation that is undetectable. You have to use certain machines and certain technologies to see the aka black light, right? And you see all the extra stuff that's going on, right? AKA an X-ray to see what's going on beneath the surface because you can't see these certain things with the naked eye, right? MRIs, all of these different things, right? But these radiation frequencies are highly charged, highly magnetic, highly transformative, and they penetrate through your cells to transform your cells, to transform your DNA, to transform your mind, your body. That's why we feeling all of these energies, right? I asked y'all how y'all was feeling. Everybody said, I'm feeling good, but last night it was hard for me to kind of get some rest. I was kind of I've been feeling achy. My body's been itchy. My eyes been twitching. I've been feeling more dehydrated than normal. My stomach been acting weird. I don't know. Yeah, we're feeling the shifts, we're feeling the change that these cosmic rays that we called to receive, right? We send out the call, they send the call back. We are receivers and transmitters at this time. Okay. And certain, what's the word I'm looking for? Certain DNA structures, certain cells, certain cellular structures aren't able to transmute and integrate this energy. So we're going to see a lot of people crash out. We're going to see a lot of people lose it. We're going to see a lot of people just because they haven't done the work to integrate this initiation of this next level of consciousness, this next level of light code, source code that we're receiving from the cosmos at this time. Thank you so much, Pray Seven, for the super chat. I'm sending you all that love and light right back. Gratitude. Because, yes, thank you. It's natural because it's a nature's law, it's cosmic law and it's nature's law. And things that aren't natural will fall. One thing about truth is truth doesn't have to defend itself. Truth just is. It just is. I don't have to defend it. I don't have to, right? The sun is out. There's a sun in our solar system. That's truth. I don't gotta, well, no, it's not because when the clouds are out, you can't see the sun. Behind that is still just because you don't see just because the sun isn't shining, don't mean that the sun isn't there. Truth is truth. Okay. So we're feeling this unveiling of these illusions that have been implemented on the conscious collective for a while, and we're watching as certain things shift right before our eyes. And as we're watching things in this physical realm, this physical illusion be broken, there are things that are happening within our bodies as well, right? So that's why I always say be very mindful what you're consuming. Emotional intelligence is going to be a theme because when these cosmic rays pour in, they alter your DNA, they alter your hormones, they alter the water within your body, right? AKA when the sun flares hit the ice, it melts the ice. See that heat, that fire, that ice. See, it's so many metaphors and double entendres that's coming in right now, but I'm trying to keep it on one path. Okay. So we have to be very mindful of the energy that we are emitting out and the energy that we are allowing ourselves and ourselves to receive at this time. This is a very pivotal point. And I say that because February is very magical, especially this February. This whole month of February is like no other. We have so many different shifts that are happening cosmically that no one has ever seen in over 300 years. And who you know is 300. Okay, we are Sparta. Yeah, it's that energy. It's that 300 energy up in here. Okay. And you feel it brewing up, or you don't. You either can see it or you don't. Okay. So there's going to be waves, waves, waves. This is going to be a consistent thing. And this is only the beginning. Okay. So I'm just going to show y'all. I want to show y'all a few things. I want to show y'all two things on the chart. Okay. Um, So I want to show y'all, these are the solar flares that we've been having. Okay. Normally this is calm, this is steady. We've been getting hit with in flare, in flare, in flare. Okay. X, that was at X8, right? Soon as we hit 2-2, right? Another X flare, in flare, in flare, X flare, in flare, in flare. Look at all of this yellow. Okay. R1, radiation storm. Okay. And this is X-ray flux. So going back into that energy where I'm talking about X-rays, this is radiation, right? And it's not just X-ray radiation, it's gamma rays, especially that X flare. That starts to go into gamma ray frequencies, which penetrates the cells and heals the cells. But they don't like to talk about that. They only want to talk about the bad radiation, because this radiation is bad for those who don't have the cellular structure to receive it. Those who aren't natural to receive the sun's radiation cannot receive the light codes for the upgrade. Do y'all catch my drift? Okay, this goes back to Kali. I believe his name is Kali Ra or Ma. Kali Ma Ra. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He's talking about the sun blood, the sun blood. Yeah. Like you said, the single cell organism. This is where he at. This is his time, because this is the sun at its peak, and the sun is going to let you know who is here, who is organic to the land, and who is not organic, who is organic to the planet, and who is not organic, who the real aliens are, right? Because quote unquote aliens, they're able to travel the cosmos, right? They're galactic citizens. They can travel wherever they want and not be affected, right? But if it's something that's truly foreign, it doesn't belong, and it's going to show. Okay, tribe? Is it, am I making sense, or do I sound, so come on, drop some gems in the chat and hit that like button if it's clicking. Okay? But yeah, we're getting hit with a whole bunch of energy. Okay? And in about, I'll say tonight and tomorrow, this solar proton flux is going to go up, because the storms they still haven't hit yet. It normally takes about 2 days for solar energies and solar flares to hit here. Again, like I said, I've been watching the sun since 2019. This ain't something I just do because it's trendy. I've been watching the sun since 2019 for multiple reasons. This is about the corona, the crown, the sun, the ring, the halos, your aura, your energy, your DNA, receiving information from the sun, from the cosmos. Okay? The real X-Men, if you will, right? And how did these superheroes all get powers? Because of a genetic mutation. Okay? Holla if you hear me. Soul Tribe. So yes, I just wanted to play that. I want to show y'all this. Boom, another solar flare. That was another X flare. Play this again so y'all can see it again. These big white beams. This is Venus. This is Mars. Okay. We got a lot of, look at all this energy coming off of the sun. The sun is going off right now. The sun is turning up right now. Okay. I want to show y'all this, because this is going to show you how these energy waves come in. Okay. So this was a few days ago. This is the second. Boom, the flare went off. So it's coming in. This today, this tomorrow, the 5th. So we're going to feel it around the 5th. And if you pay close attention, it was 2 flares that went off that we seen on the chart. Boom, boom, 2 flares. And then they're coming in. Okay. The double up. right? On that 2-2, we got hit with two big ass solar flares. And this is the plasma that's coming in. Okay. Plasma is this affects your cellular structure. This is all a part of those atoms and those cells, that cosmic ray energy that comes in, that galactic ray that comes in. And it's happening also as well as on the sun. Okay. And these things come in, they penetrate us, they change our DNA, they alter our DNA in a whole lot of different ways. Okay. So yeah, that. And I also want to show y'all the Schumann resonance, because the Schumann resonance, I mean, look at it. Look at it. This was on 2-2, right? Boom. So boom, the solar flare kicked off right at that 2-2. Then it starts to turn green. Then you see these waves. It looks like a fire. The Schumann resonance is on fire. And the Schumann resonance is the Earth's frequency pulse. So this is what the Earth heartbeat looks like. This is the Earth resonance frequency. And this is what the Earth frequency looks like. And normally it's kind of blue. The whole thing, normally on a good day, if it ain't no activity popping off, it looks pretty much blue. When it's green, that means it's a lot of heart chakra activity. When you see these lines come all the way down, that's full body, full DNA, full gamma ray, full penetration. When it's all white like this, that means, you could really start to feel those effects. So we're in the midst of this energy. That's why I said how many people was having a hard time sleeping. Okay. Then when I really look at it, what time did I say we had that earthquake yesterday? 7. Oh, okay. You see how the earthquake for the earth resonance. Okay. Drop some gems in the chat for your girl. And it's only going to pick up. It's only going to pick up. Now, why is it only going to pick up? Let's get into that. Well, it's only going to continue to pick up because we are in the midst of some huge planetary shifts. Okay. So tomorrow, I believe Uranus goes direct. Uranus goes direct tomorrow. We just had Neptune going to Aries on the 26th. Okay. We also have Saturn going to be joining Neptune in Aries on the 17th. On the 14th, excuse me. So we already, boom, one domino in with Neptune going into Aries. Okay. That's one huge planetary shift that we haven't seen in over 100 and I believe 68 years with Neptune, because Neptune makes a 14-year transit and Neptune has to make a full circle in, I believe, 168 years. So none of us in this generation has seen this planetary alignment. Okay. And I did that breakdown if you guys would like to check that out already. Okay. That's one. Now we have Uranus going direct tomorrow, but we're already feeling it. Okay. So that's the huge 7-year shift. I did that breakdown as well if you guys would like to check that out. Okay. This is about your values. This is about getting in tune with who you truly are. We just had the full moon. So we still in that Leo, right? Why the sun going off? Or during that 2-2, we were still in that full moon energy. Full moon in what? Leo. What planetary body governs Leo? The sun. So everything is in divine alignment. And things are only going to continue to ramp up. because spirit's not done. Okay. And I say that because, like I said, Saturn and Neptune will be conjunct in Aries on the 14th, which is here in the Gregorian calendar, Valentine's Day, right? So they want to have your values and your views and your attention on something else when it's something much, much, much bigger going on that we're in a divine alignment to receive. And like I said, it's karmic retribution, it's ancestor inheritance. And things are slowly shifting, right? We want to talk about the pole shift, right? Where things are shifting within us, we are the pole shift. The Leviathan is rising within us, we are that rising dragon. Our flame is lit. We the fire horse, right? We waking up. We are the global warmer. It's not nothing outside of us. We are our ancestors. We are source. We opening up the vortex here to receive it all right now. So you're either going to feel it and get in alignment, or you're going to watch as things happen. And like I always say, you can't play God and play victim at the same time. This is why we incarnated. Okay. And the grand finale, just for this energy right now, because it's even more. I haven't even got to the end of the month. On the 17th, we have a solar eclipse, new moon in Aquarius on a Gregorian calendar, aka Chinese New Year, the full initiation of the fire horse year. So that's why things are picking up. That's why fire is picking up. That's why things are being purged. That's why things are coming to a head. That's why things are being revealed at this time. Because there's a cosmic alignment. This is cosmic. Nature's law, universal law, cosmic law. We're going to be seeing so much. Yeah, justice, fire horse, absolutely. Because it makes me think of a lot of different things when it comes to, like I said, that fire. I did that breakdown as well. This is the purging. This is the purging. Things have to be purged first. Things have to be illuminated first. Things have to be clear first to usher in a new way, to usher in a new world. You can't go into 5D with these old beliefs, with these old things that's weighing you down. 5D, new earth, heaven on earth is all about bliss. It's all about love. You can't go there if you're still operating from hate. It's you access denied. So there are multiple things that are happening all at once right now. That's why I say this February is unlike any other time, and we will never see any other time like this ever again. It's very interesting, all of these divine alignments. A solar eclipse during a lunar new year, right? We have these huge planetary alignments. We got the Super Bowl coming up, right? With that 707 energy, Levi, Bay Area root chakra of the world energy. They're trying to harvest a lot of energy. So make sure you are mindful of your energy. How y'all gonna have ice at the damn Levi Stadium, but y'all got what is it name? Puerto Rican doing the damn halftime show. Make it make sense. What? Like, I just be like, okay, yeah, it's fire and ice. Fire and ice. That's gonna be the initiative until the fire turns up and melts the fucking ice. And what is the ice? Ice is frozen water. So if you have any frozen memories, frozen emotions, emotions that you got stuck. Like I said, oh, I hate, oh, I'm holding on to this grudge, or I'm holding on to you got to melt that shit with the fire and the passion and desires of your heart. If you want to get things done, if you want to move into this fire horse energy with ease and get in the flow of it, because these sun rays is going to come in and it's going to wake people game up, because they're not going to know what the hell's going on, especially people who've not done the work to alchemize their energy, right? Feeling frantic, feeling paranoid. Oh, they out to get me. Well, you're going to be got then. It's what you allow, right? If you think they can get your ass is got. So we don't operate from that fear mindset, because that locks you into the grid. We operate from a higher mindset. I'm divinely protected. I'm divinely guided. My path is made easy. Everything that I need, everything that I want comes to me easily. I'm an abundance magnet. I'm attracting everything that I am. I'm a reflection. Shout out to the soul tribe. That's why y'all resonate with me, because I'm a reflection. I'm a mirror. Y'all are my mirror. I drop gems on y'all. Y'all drop gems on me. It's not about me. It's about the we. It's about us. It's about the collective. That's what this is about. That's why you see certain people who get to certain heights and they fall, because they're still stuck in their ego. They haven't learned to check their ego. They haven't learned the alchemy process of the ego. We use our ego to be vulnerable, and we turn our vulnerability into power. Did y'all hear what I said? We use our vulnerability for power. If I'm sharing a story, it's me being power. If I'm being in my ego, it's about something that I can help somebody else. It's not because I got big jewelries, I got a big this, I'm the shit. I'm now there's levels to the ego, but you have to learn to alchemize that. That's what I'm saying. People who have not done the work, they're gonna have a hard time this year, just like they did last year. Because they still, last year was bringing up things, bringing up things, bringing up things. If you were smart enough, you looked those things in the eye and you faced them, and you had that death, that spiritual death, that physical death, to give birth to yourself. You was pushed to give birth to yourself in this year, in this time right now. A lot of us are doing that final shed right now. Thank you so much, Good Black, for the donation. I appreciate you, sending you all the love and light right back. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. I value y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Okay. But this is about us doing the work. Like I said, people who have not done the work, they're going to have a hard time, because especially right now, because when these waves of energy come in, we have done the work. So we know when we feel certain outside thoughts coming in, let me alchemize those thoughts. Let me step outside of myself, because this isn't how I normally think, right? Versus someone who hasn't done the work. Oh my God, there's trauma, this work, these things I haven't dealt with. They're gonna be losing it, right? Their cortisol gonna be spiking, and they're not gonna know how to alchemize it. Versus us, okay, yeah, let's get outside, let's go for a walk, let's ground ourselves, let's sit in nature, let's turn on some nice high frequencies, let's write, let's paint, let's journal, right? Feeling creative, right? Get that little kundalini rising, right? You get these sparks of creative burst, these sparks of sexual burst, right? These people who don't know how to alchemize that energy, they sleeping with everybody. They don't know how to contain that energy. They don't know how to alchemize that energy. Wonder why they drain. Wonder why they losing their mind. Wonder why so much chaos is surrounding them. You don't know how to contain your energy. So your energy is chaos energy. You're creating chaos energy. Meanwhile, we alchemize the chaos energy. And we use that chaos energy to create order, to create structure, to elevate ourselves, to elevate our minds. Okay. So this is why I say it's a good time to just sit back and observe. We already done a lot of work, and a lot of our spiritual training is being implemented right now as we are called to revert back to those things, those experiences, those lessons that we have learned, whether it's the grounding techniques, whether it's the astral projection techniques, whether it's the trusting yourself, loving yourself, listening to spirit, using discernment, okay, doing a detox, nourishing your body, whatever that looks like for you, you're being called to that for more than one reason. This is that final shed before we step into this new, this upgrade, this update. And a lot of things can go. He says spiritual baths and plenty. Yes, Sharnice. Sharice, excuse me. Yeah, spiritual baths, heavy on the spiritual bath. Yeah, my hair wrapped up. The locks got washed today, baby. Woo! That tea tree oil and that peppermint and that lavender. Oh, I feel like a brand new person. Hair is clear, mind is clear. Protect your peace, protect your crown, and value yourself. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve love. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of what you want. You are worthy of your desires. That's our birthright. And no, it wasn't something that was supposed to be handed down to you. It's something that is innate in you. Activate it. You are that. Be that. Act as such. Okay. We are stepping into these new times that call us to hold our heads up high and remember who we are, and to create those environments with people who resonate on the same frequency as us. It's no more being the lone wolf. It's no more being the black sheep. If you the lone wolf or the lone black sheep, it's time for you to get with other black sheeps and other lone wolves so y'all can create your own pack, create your own tribe. Shout out to the soul tribe. This that time. We're supposed to be working together, sharing ideas, sharing your gift. Because the gift that was given to you isn't yours. That's a part of Source. Source gave you that gift to share with others. Or some people at a certain price. You have certain standards. That's okay. But you're supposed to be sharing your gifts, sharing your creativity, sharing your thoughts. I appreciate you. Said, I can't wait to get a consultation. I appreciate you. All of that down in the description box below. Okay. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Everybody who booked sessions with me, y'all already know. Okay. And I appreciate y'all for trusting me with y'all energy because it's a two-way street. Okay. But we are in those times where we're being called to step into our light. That is that Aquarius energy, that revolutionary energy, that leader, the humanitarian, the Renaissance, the rebellion one. To be who? To be what? To be yourself. I know who I am. And I know I will get what I desire. Shout out, Sister Myra. I know I will have what I desire. Okay. And how do you know that? Because you've been putting in the work. And with all of these rays, with all of these frequencies, with all of these energies that's coming in, they're only going to amplify you. And if you feel a little off, alchemize the energy because we are alchemists. That's why you came here and everything clicked like that because you've been doing this for too long. You've been doing this lifetimes. It ain't nothing new. Okay. So that was pretty much the message that I have for the tribe today, is that we're about to experience some huge energetic shifts. We're about to see something we never seen before. We're about to feel some things we never felt before. And it's due to these energies, these frequencies that are coming in right now. The sun is kicking off solar flares, CMEs like never before. I've never seen the chart look like that. I've never seen it just constantly up, 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 up. Meaning that this is only the beginning. And baby, it ain't even summer yet. We're going to continue to see weather anomalies. Like watch y'all. Because like I said, I watched the sun. The West Coast, we about to get hit with some more storms. Give it 3 days. Give it 3 days when this energy hit. And then a week, we're going to see some more storms. We're going to see some more earthquakes. We're going to see some more volcanoes. We're going to see some more mudslides, some more tsunamis. This is like clockwork. See, because when you pay attention to the patterns, the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities, like I said, truth is truth. I don't have to, it doesn't have to defend itself. I don't have to say, you guys, please, go look. The proof is in the pudding. If you go look back at certain days in alignments when those solar flares hit, and then look at when we have earthquakes, look at when we have storms, look at when volcanoes erupt. See, this is stuff they not gonna tell you. They're only gonna tell you what they want you to be programmed to believe. Okay. So we're going to receive a lot more things and be very mindful of your energy. You're going to continue to feel shifts within your body. Like right now, I feel like I'm not even here. I feel like I'm having an outer body experience right now. I'm not hungry. I haven't ate. That's a part of my ascension symptoms. Some of you guys' ascension symptoms are going to be different. Be mindful of your body. Listen to your body. That's the first indicator of something is shifting. I'm hungry. Well, something shifted in your body. Your stomach empty. I'm tired. Something shifted in your brain. Your brain needs to relax. Your body needs to relax. My foot is hurting. You've been standing on your feet all day. Your body is the first thing to tell you about yourself. Oh, this hurt. Oh, this feel good. Okay, well, maybe, maybe. Yeah, get more massages if that massage feel good. Your body needed that massage. Okay. Oh, I needed that sleep. Listen to your body. Oh, I'm dehydrated. Drink more water. Drink more coconut water. Hydrate yourself. You probably malnourished. Probably need more vitamins. Okay. Your body not agreeing with something. It's a reason why. Listen. That's your first teacher, your body. I hope you're listening to your spirit. These next couple days, I'm telling y'all, the rest of this month is going to be wild. I haven't even got to the end of the month yet, y'all. I just gave y'all up until the solar eclipse because that, y'all think the pole shift happening now. Y'all think the shift happening now. Y'all think we seeing shit now. Watch when that solar eclipse happen on a fire horse initiation day. Wow. On an Aquarius new moon. What? Triple threat. We only in the second wave of the 3-wave activation that I was talking about on my last live. Did y'all, who was here for that last live when I told y'all, we about to get hit with 3 waves? We're coming up on the second wave. Are you ready? Yes, the eclipse is on the 17th. The fire horse date, the lunar calendar, Chinese New Year. Aquarius new moon, triple threat. So that's how this is. This is the double up. This is the triple up. We're going to feel things in waves. Things coming in at boom, 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 boom. No break. Hold on tight. Because a fire horse here is about to get ready to take off. Can you feel it? Okay. So that, I believe that is my message. I believe I got everything out about these energies that are coming in. We're going to see more of these energy waves kick in. This is nothing. Be mindful of the weather. Be mindful of yourself. Be mindful of others. Practice meditation. Practice breathing. Ooh, that's what I did want to do. I want to do a breathing thing with y'all. Okay. Like a little meditation with y'all, real quick. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notifications. Anything that you may be looking for is down in the description box below. Okay, wait, spirit is pulling me into a channel. So before I do that, hold on, because I'm seeing something. It looks like a bowl. I'm seeing a bowl, and it looks like those big gold bowls that they light the torch with at the Olympics. It looks like that. And it's like an X. Whoo, come on, spirit. Yeah, that flame is getting lit. The torch is being lit. The bowl is getting lit. The fire is being lit for us to receive the flowers. Okay, because I'm picking up on like, it's also like a bouquet here. And what do you have to do with the flowers? You have to nurture them. But Spirit wants us to stop and smell the flowers, stop and give thanks. Whoo, give gratitude for your breath, give gratitude for where you are, give gratitude for who you are, give gratitude for you have the mindset that you have. Some people can't operate from integrity. Some people have no soul, as y'all like to say, right? They soulless beings out here. Meanwhile, we have a consciousness, we have a spirit, and we move as such. Yeah, I'm seeing like a hammer, like a mallet, like judgment, justice. Yeah. I'm getting like, yeah, cosmic law is about to be laid down. Divine justice, supreme justice is about to be served as those who've been operating from a lower vibrational standpoint, standpoint, receive judgment. Because they love to outcast and judge the melanated ones. The poles are flipped. See, yeah, this is all part of that pole flip y'all been talking about. The roles are reversed. And do not dim the light of things that light needs to be shined on. Ooh, because they talked about R. Kelly like a dog. They talked about P. Diddy like a dog. But what about the Epsteins? What about the Weinsteins? What about the elites? When they're at the head of the ring, and some of them are still just puppets playing a game to master your minds, but you guys are masterminds. Continue to master your own mind, continue to master your own craft, continue to master your emotions. I'm seeing it's like a portal here. A portal's opening up and it's like a diamond. Yeah, a divine portal is opening up for those who are willing and able to walk through it, for those who qualify to walk through it. And you have to be pure of heart. This isn't an everyone goes type of energy. This is for people who put in the work. Those are the only ones who qualify for the job. The light workers, the star seeds. Yeah, you. Thank you, Spirit. I'm seeing like the conscious collective, the spiritual collective community. Woo! Okay, thank you, Spirit. When this solar eclipse energy comes in, a lot of you will be guided to meditate. We highly recommend that you meditate because you're going to receive some very powerful transmissions. This is something that I do every year on the solar eclipse. I like to meditate and I always astral travel to different realms and receive lots of information that can only be transmuted through that portal. Okay. So be very mindful of these energies that are coming in and use them to your fullest advantage. Don't waste this energy that pours in because it can easily be displaced into something else. So make sure that you are intentional about your energy, intentional about the things that you create, and I'm getting like healthy, doing healthier, finding healthy ways to alchemize this energy, transmute this energy, and making sure that your attention is set on higher vibrational things at this time because they want to keep you stuck in this lower mind frame, these lower three chakras. They want to keep you stuck in the mud with they ass, but y'all getting beamed up, y'all being called to a higher light at this time with these light rays that are penetrating your earth. Ooh, okay. They're what I seen was the DNA strand and them trying to like close it. So they're trying to stop this DNA upgrade, these DNA ascensions, information light codes that are pouring in at this time. Woo! So be very, very mindful. I'm seeing an eye. It's giving watcher energy. It's giving seraphim energy. It's giving angels. Okay. Ancestors. Wow, this is powerful. I'm kind of seeing like angels rising, things rising. Like our ancestors are rising and our angels are rising and they walk with us at this time. Mm, just like they did in 19 no, just like they did in 1776, right before those wars started. That's why our ancestors are making themselves known to us very heavily because they walk with us at these times in the midst of this battle, in the midst of this war. We need to know that we are not alone. We have an army with us. I'm getting, so continue to fight. This is like ancestral warrior energy because they giving me Pluto in Aquarius. Last time Pluto was in Aquarius was 1776. I don't know why I keep wanting to say 1976. Okay. Fire horse year. I'm getting like yeah, Aries. What was that? Neptune and Chiron was in Aries. The 70s. Yeah. 70s, very revolutionary energy. That energy is back. That energy resides within us and is being initiated. That fire horse, those chariots, those Merkabas, those light bodies are being activated at this point. Wow. And they just spoke light language. Oh my goodness, you guys. That was a whole transmission. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Okay. I'm going to go straight into a meditation. Um, so I want everybody to take a deep inhale through the nose. Hold and release. Inhale. And release. Yeah, we are those phoenix rising. We are the phoenix that is rising from the ashes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. I want you to get in tune with your body. Feel your body. Give gratitude for the body. Gratitude for your vessel, your vehicle, your Merkaba, your chariot that guides you on this earthly realm, your heart that beats effortlessly, our lungs that intake air, oxygen, and releases carbon, our minds that govern our body, our hands. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself grace. Your feet hold you up. You are balanced. Your hips hold you steady. Say, I am grateful for my body. I love my body. I love myself. I am grateful for myself. And hug yourself. And inhale. and exhale. Inhale. Whew. And exhale. And relax your hands. Shake your hands out. Release any energy. I am here. And I am grateful as we center ourselves back in our present body and give thanks. And open your eyes. All right. Yes, that felt so good. Okay. Yes. At any time you feel overwhelmed or energies are rising within yourself, center yourself back in your breath. Breath is key. Breath is consciousness. And if you don't have breath, you lose consciousness. So be very aware of your breath and how you're breathing, because this circulates oxygen to the brain, which also activates and controls how you're thinking, will then also activate actions that you're doing. So be very aware of the breath, be very conscious of the breath. And you don't always have to go into meditative states, just feel the air filling up your lungs, feel your heart beating, and release. Because we can't hold on to things forever. That way we're able to receive that new breath, that new air, that new us. Okay? Grounding techniques will be very important over these next few days, for the rest of this month, as we start to shift. Okay? I love you guys so much. Sending everyone lots of love and light. Okay? Thank you guys so much for liking. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for donating. Thank you guys so much for booking sessions. I love y'all so much. I value y'all. I appreciate y'all. I see y'all. Okay? And continue to do what feels right to you. Continue to listen to your spirit. Continue to love yourself and shine your light. Okay? I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace, wholeness, love, and light. Until next time, y'all.